Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the Political Brown Kid here. And I got to tell you, fellas make a big mistake, big mistake. I am a proponent of dating in your age range. And when I say dating in your age range, that means maybe 10 years below. Even for me, that's too low for me. But 10 years below and maybe a couple of years above. But I'm just looking at this story right now from about Richard Williams, Venus and Serena's father, King Richard. Done now. He's I guess this report is coming from what sources? It's various websites that I'm looking at, but this is the U.S. Sun that I'm looking at, and it was published today, which is Memorial Day. If you're in the United States, May 27th, 2024. And so it basically states that Serena Williams' childhood home, not the home in Compton, but the home in Florida, is a 4-bedroom mansion. I'm trying to figure out why they call it the childhood home. I guess maybe when they moved there, she was still relatively young. But the home is being threatened to be foreclosed on, and they're threatening the sale of it because Richard Williams, who is 81 years old, is married to a 45-year-old former stripper. And apparently he's suffering from, I'm not, they've listed it here, but apparently he has some ailments. I'm not going to put that man's HIPAA information out there, but he's suffering from some ailments. And she's now, I guess, she forged his name on the house to sign it over as collateral. She took out, I think, or borrowed against the house almost a little over $250,000, they're saying. And she wanted to start, she had a failed trucking business along with some fast food and frivolities. I don't even know what frivolities is. I guess frivolous stuff. So apparently she wanted to start a trucking business, which failed, and then fast food and frivolities. I don't know what that is, what those frivolities are. But she's made some bad business moves, and from the looks of it, she purchased probably this Louis Vuitton purse, because she's carrying a big Louis Vuitton purse in this picture that I'm looking at on this site. So she's living a dream. She's 45 years of age. He's 81, in decline, and she forged his name onto to sign over the house so that she could pull all of this money out. Now they're going to lose the house, lose the house that they own in, or that was Richard's, Williams, and also Venus and Serena's home, because she just borrowed money and she's in debt. And apparently he met her when she was 32 and he was 69. And she's done a lot of other things, fraud against him as well. And then to make matters worse, this is what I'm gonna be honest with you. I understand people suffer from setbacks in life. So sometimes Chapter 11 bankruptcy and Chapter 13 bankruptcies are necessary. I get it. But my thing is, I think that there's abuse to the system, and she abused it. She basically committed fraud to leverage a house that wasn't hers. And when her businesses are belly up, and now that the creditors are coming for her, she's filing for bankruptcy. And I don't understand why she's not in jail. I'm just a person not big on Chapter 11 or Chapter 13. I will throw my nose up at you if you tell me that you filed for Chapter 11 or Chapter 13. You better have a very good story on why you have filed for Chapter 11 or Chapter 13 to make me look at you in a better light. Because my thing is, if you take out a debt, you need to pay your debts. You need to pay your debts. That's just my personal opinion. And once again, like I said, there are circumstances where just life happens. But, oh boy. But the bigger part of this story that I'm focused on is this. This is one of the things I say when you date outside your age range. Because trust me, I know somebody right now. Of course I'm not going to mention names. But I know somebody right now dating somebody that's 15 years younger than they are. And it's a man dating a young woman. She's younger. And she won't do anything for this dude. All she does is party, party, party. He is a meal ticket to her. And I think he sees it, but he's just too, I guess, prideful and probably other adjectives, negative adjectives, to admit that, hey, I'm wrong and I need to cut my ties from this person. But this is what happens when you marry outside, sometimes when you marry outside your age range. You look at Anna Nicole Smith when she married that old man. She didn't. Come on, man. Come on, people. Y'all can't say that she loved this man. I mean, not to say that she didn't love the man, but are you romantically in love, husband and wife type romantically in love with that person? Anybody can love anybody. You can love your dog. You can love the home that you live in. But are you in love? Being in love with someone is a totally different thing. And when these older men start trying to get little sugar babies just to, have something visually pleasing to look at when you're doing the deed or whatever it is that you're doing, it comes with consequences. Now, again, if you just want to have a fun time, then maybe he should have just met her at the strip club. I'm talking about Richard Williams. He should have just met her at the strip club like he did. Maybe give her 20, take her into the champagne room. But Chris Rock said that nothing goes down in the champagne room. I think that's what Chris Rock said. But this is just something to play with. This isn't something that you wife up or that you have kids with. You're an old grown man. Date in your old. That's just my personal opinion. My personal opinion, as you can see, we've all been on the internet. If you're in my space right now, not the old now defunct MySpace URL, but if you're on my page right now listening to this content, you probably are seeing the same type of videos in your algorithm. And you hear the stories come up time and time again. You see the rhetoric from women that they just want, pretty much, they just want your resources. They want a rich man. They don't say that they want a man who's loving, kind, this, that. They just want, you got to have that rich part on to you. And then you also have to have muscles and all this other stuff to please them and pound away on them. But everything the woman wants is something that's going to benefit them. Can you pound me into a state of euphoria? That's what she's thinking. Can you buy me this? Can you keep me entertained and so I'm not bored? I can't be bored for 2 seconds or else I'm leaving to go find somebody else. So if you know that these women are out here and like this, why would you think marrying younger is going to solve your problem? That's just my personal opinion. Date and play in your age range. Grow old with someone. You got bad knees, she got bad knees. She need to go to the doctor to get a colonoscopy. You need to go to the doctor and get a colonoscopy. You both can go together. She has Alzheimer's, you have Alzheimer's. Have Alzheimer's together. Be like in the Notebook. Y'all can keep each other company in the nursing home. Or on the brighter side, because I'm looking at this, y'all probably saying that's pretty negative. It's really not, but you can both look at each other and say, hey, you're not getting any younger. We need to keep ourselves up. You look out for me, I look out for you. But when you're dating somebody this woman's 45, Richard Williams stripper is 45, he's 81. Do you think she wants to be playing nurse, changing you, wiping the drool from your mouth, helping you remember what your name is? She's too young for that. And these women don't have the time nor the patience to do this type of stuff. Not today, not in today's woman. And so all she's doing is using you to basically drain the checkbook. And the article says that they kind of back together. He claims they're not. She's saying they are, but she's only saying that because he filed $1 million lawsuit against her. So she's just trying to keep from getting sued. But trust me, if once the money goes dry, an 81-year-old man is not keeping her around. So fellas, let this be a lesson to you. Play in your age range. I'm being serious about that. If you just want to have a good time, then just go have a quick 15, 20-minute good time with something younger. But play in your age range. Once again, this is the Political Brown Kid. I'm out of here.